So there is a Zimbabwean YouTuber who made a video about something that was happening at Uebert Angel's church. Uebert Angel was not happy with it. I think a musician who's previously associated himself with ancestral beliefs, the beliefs of Amanzonzu, those spirits, water spirits that give people success and whatever. So a musician who came from that, who has publicly claimed it, he's publicly said it himself, has now been seen performing his songs, which he claims, now bear in mind he's been very clear about what he believes, has come to perform his songs at Uebert Angel's church. So now this has caused a little bit of a riffraff because Uebert Angel then made a response, responding to that YouTuber or that apologist from Zimbabwe. It was actually my first time seeing his channel yesterday, and I checked out the rest of his channel. I'm like, hey, it's hectic out here. And so that's the subject matter we're going to be talking about, is the reality show with the daily Christian commentary videos. And so first of all, when I saw this story, I was like, what's going on? Because they are speaking in Shona there and stuff like that. And then I saw a little bit of a few clips here and there. I saw one clip where the young man is there saying that he's like his father and is doing exactly like Uebert and whatnot. And then I saw the video of Uebert Angel responding to him, and he says Mawangu or something like that, which is your mother. And I'm like, hey bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. I will leave the video down in the description below. Godly something. I forgot the name of the child. I literally just saw it yesterday. And so I was like, I don't sense any godliness in that. First of all, why the insult? Why the insult? If Uebert is in the right, why does he have to insult the man? I didn't understand that, because saying Mawangu, your mother. There was even a moment in the video, guys, I'll leave the video down in the description, where you literally hear Uebert Angel saying that there is words that he would want to say, but he's just not gonna say them. And I'm like, why would you allow yourself to say something like that? To say that there is words you can say that you're not going to say. Sounds off. Sounds ungodly. Sounds unbiblical. Why? Why choose that? Why that? I don't understand that. But again, then I started to think about these ideas of the things that Uebert has said, that you'll notice. When Uebert gets caught saying things, he never, ever comes back and says, you know what, man, them was wrong about that. Like, he doesn't do that. Does not do that. So, pertaining this particular subject here right now, not long back, Uebert came out and he stood in front of his church, and then he said that he is the reason why former President Lungu, Edgar Lungu, passed away. He's the reason, because of him, he was denied access in the country. And so because of him, he's the reason why President Lungu passed away. You can't say that. Cannot say that. Now, he said it. Okay, fine, cool. Now, I've already illustrated biblically why you can't say that. The disciples, when Jesus got rejected, came up and said, since they've rejected you, let us call down fire. The disciples asked for Jesus to call down fire, and he says, you don't know what spirit you are. So already right there you see that Jesus does not stand with that. From that example right there, you see that Jesus would not stand with something like that. So already that should tell you something about the era of grace or the era of the church in which we function in. Okay, so to say that you killed someone or someone died because of you, not necessarily that you killed them, but because of you being denied access, someone died, you would know that that's not of the spirit of this house, right? So clear cut, straight. Others have called him out on it. I haven't heard him render an apology pertaining saying things like that. He continuously just builds this arrogance over people that follow him, because that's what he does. Eventually, it is the people that follow him, they just grow this growing resentment and so forth. Right now, as well, apart from him saying things like that, there was also been videos where he says, I say what I want to say. Yeah, I stand here and I just say what I want to say. He was even saying to the man who was rebuking him, you buy your own microphone, build your own church, and let people come and watch you. And I'm like, the church is Messiah. He says he's watch over the flock of God which he has put you in charge of. So watch over the flock of God which he has put you in charge of. We are just caretakers. Now I can't say we are just caretakers, because we might be talking about two different things here. As a Christian, we are caretakers. Nothing more than that. It's just that you're just a caretaker. It's not your church. You are the leader over the congregation, definitely, and also your guard over that congregation is there and should be seen and visible. Yes, you're definitely right. But you are a caretaker. You're a caretaker over that congregation. When I heard that, I was like, do they not see anything wrong with that? Do they not see anything wrong with having that type of a statement spoken in that way? Right? Saying, this is my church. Saying, Mom, your mother. What does that mean? What are you trying to say with something like that? So when I saw that video, I was like, you know what? We're going to make a response video, and I want to talk about that. And so this is why I'm even pointing the subject out, is because sometimes we don't, it's very easy to see what people are like when they continuously show you, right? They continuously show. They show you. It's not us saying. They show you what they're like. And so we can easily draw understanding or conclusions off of what they have shown us. We constantly have Uebert say things that just are not biblical. Just that. It's not we don't like the mandem. We don't agree biblically. He stands there, we stand there, not in the same camps. But it's very interesting that he continuously tells us what he's like. He does that. We won't even ask. You don't even have to. He just continuously tells us. I say what I want. To stand and insult a YouTuber who's questioning biblically the things that are being taught, putting a man who now claims that maybe he's born again, is a young man who used to clearly show his allegiance. I'll show you the videos when my lights are back. Right now my lights are not here. I'll show you the videos and the full breakdown. The video will be labeled full story pertaining that. And so when a person continuously tells you who they are, what they are like, all these things, you're left with nothing but their record of who they are. He continuously tells us he doesn't care. When things are called out which is wrong, he never corrects them. We don't even have to make up our mind about him. He concludes by himself. And so, tell me your thoughts pertaining that. But I just thought the part when he was saying Mawangu, I was like, nah. Can't do that. I've heard Uebert saying things like that. Saying wild things. Like he said wild things that I've ignored, that I was like, okay. Why is he doing that? When the Lovi thing came out, the way he insulted Gigi, oh. He outright called her on live on video at his church. You can't do that. You're a leader of a church. You do no ways. What Bible are you reading? There is no such a thing. Why does he continue doing these things? Like he continuously, like I said, he continuously tells us who he is. Continuously tells us the fruit has nothing to do with the body. The fruit here has nothing to do with the body. There is no pastor can stand on the pulpit when a man has himself admitted he did things with it, and then you turn around and you say to this person, you can see text messages where he's directly saying, promising them marriages or whatever, promising them whatever is promising them. No, I chose this. He says that himself. But then all of the sudden now, we're supposed to somehow take side with what he says. These things are very telling, and they are very important. People note them so that there's no deception. He continuously tells us who he is and what he's doing. It has nothing to do with the body. Where is a Christian? Nothing to do with that. But I'll leave the video of that down in the description. I thought that was a very interesting story. Of course, it's been done. It's in Shona and whatnot. Maybe that's why YouTube was not even recommending it. But because sometimes I can sit and watch a Shona video. I'm not Shona. Can't speak it. But I can grasp here, yana here, yana here, yana here, yana here. So I can kind of like somewhat get a little bit, but it's very difficult. But it's clear. The young man has said he is an ancestral believer. He believes in Manzunzu and all those funny spirits. To take that person and make him perform in front of your church and then say you want to do what you want to do in the church, I think we have a wrong perception of church at that point. But y'all tell me your thoughts, and if you want to see those particular clips, I'll leave them down in the description below. Maybe I'll do a full video on it. We'll see. If this video gets over 5,000 views, which right now it's like very unlikely, then I'll know there is interest. Then I'll cover it when the lights come back. But it's Ricky. I'll have a blessed day. When people show you who they are, you make up your mind. Yeah, you don't need to behave like you're confused. Make up your mind.